Chapter 1. The Globe, a Model of the Earth. Introduction to the chapter. The Earth is the third planet from the Sun in the solar system. Life is possible only on this planet because the presence of water and air. The Earth is the home of all living beings. The Earth is made up of oceans, mountains, plateaus, valleys, rivers, plains, and hills. About 3/4 of the Earth's surface is covered with water and 1/4 is land. The largest water bodies are called oceans and the largest land masses are called continents. About the Earth. Early humans believed that the Earth was flat. They feared to venture far out at sea lest they fell off the edge. However, some adventurous explorers like Ferdinand Magellan and astronomers like Copernicus proved that the Earth was round. Today we have known that its shape is like a sphere. It looks like an orange slightly flattened at the poles and bulging at the equator. This particular shape of the Earth is called geoid. Also, photographs of the Earth taken from space show that the Earth is round just like Moon or the Sun. Continents and oceans. There are 4 major oceans: the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean. Some geographers identify another ocean named as the Southern Ocean or the Antarctic Ocean, while others believe it to be an extension of the 3 oceans, with the Pacific, the Atlantic, and the Indian Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is the biggest and the deepest ocean, while the Atlantic is the busiest ocean. You will also find major areas painted yellow or brown. There are major land areas of the Earth. These denote continents. There are 7 continents, e.g. Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Australia, and Antarctica. Asia is the largest and Australia is the smallest continent. The globe. The Earth is a huge body. To study the Earth, a globe is used. It is a small model of the Earth. It shows the correct shape, size and location of various continents, countries, and cities on the Earth. It also shows the oceans and rivers on the Earth. You can also see which countries are near each other and which are on the opposite side of each other. The axis of the globe has 2 endpoints: the North Pole and the South Pole. The point at the top is called the North Pole and the point at the bottom is called the South Pole. The imaginary line exactly in the middle of 2 poles is called the equator. The equator divides the globe into 2 hemispheres: the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. It runs round the circumference of the globe. Parallels of latitudes. The imaginary lines drawing parallel to the equator are known as parallels of latitude. Parallels of latitude are measured in degrees. The equator represents the 0 degrees latitude. Each hemisphere has 90 degrees of latitude. The whole Earth consists of 180 degrees of latitudes. 90 degrees latitude in the northern hemisphere is called the North Pole, while the 90 degrees latitude in the southern hemisphere is called the South Pole. The important parallels of latitude are: the Tropic of Cancer is 23½ degree N. The Tropic of Capricorn is 23½ degree S. The Arctic Circle is 66½ degree N. The Antarctic Circle is 66½ degree S. The above latitudes help in dividing the Earth into various climatic zones: torrid zone, temperate zone, and frigid zone. For the sake of convenience, the parallels of latitude are drawn at an interval of 10 degrees. The equator is the biggest of all latitudes. The length of latitudes decreases as we move away from the equator to poles. Meridians of longitudes. The imaginary lines joining the North Pole and the South Pole are called the lines of longitude or meridians. All these lines are of the same length. The maximum distance between the two lines of longitude is at the equator. The 0-degree meridian passes through the Greenwich Laboratory near London, UK. It is called prime meridian. It divides the Earth into two hemispheres, Eastern Hemisphere and Western Hemisphere. There are 180 longitudes in the western half and another 180 longitudes in the eastern half of the globe. Thus, there are 360 semicircles running through the poles. The meridian of 180 degrees E and 180 degrees W is the same line and is called the International Date Line. On the globe you will find network of latitudes and longitudes called the grid. Latitudes and longitudes cut each other at right angles. The grid helps in locating places. For example, Puducherry lies at 12 degree N and 80 degree E. You can find the exact location of Puducherry with the help of latitudes and longitudes.